Can you hear me? I am fucking shocked. Look what you've done. I have fucking disco lights in my room with all the notifications. It's insane. Thank you all so much. This is crazy. Hi, Crystal Dynamics. Hi, everyone. I can't catch up with everything going on. Oh, fucking hell, the hype train is on. I will let you all in on Zoom, the guests, Neha and everyone, in a moment. I just want to say, Taranate, you just whizzed through that. You just came prematurely so quick. I feel like Janice today. I'm sorry. I will get out of that. Well done. Incredible stream, Taranate. I just could not stop watching. Quite a few things I didn't know. Thank you all. Thank you all for bitties. Thank you for subscriptions. Thank you for follows. I hope you enjoyed the new layout. Literally was finished, which I commissioned about like 30 minutes ago, which was fucking insane to set up. Thank you so much. Yes, so today we're going to be playing The Angel of Darkness with, I need to stall this stream a little bit because guests will be joining at about 25 minutes past. So we'll be playing The Angel of Darkness. We're going to play in the Louvre bit with James Kenny, the texture environment artist, concept art artist. He will not be joining us for entire stream, but for like an hour. Ady Smith, not Adrian Smith, even though they're the same name, but Ady Smith, he was like environmental artist as well. He done like Louvre and stuff like that. Peter Connelly, the soundtrack composer and sound effects designer guy. And Murti Schofield, of course, the writer of the game. So this should be incredible for all Uncharted. Thank you for 2,500 biddies. Thank you. Yes. So I will let people in like as soon as possible. Yes. So we were playing with all these guys, and it's gonna be. My mind has just left me. What I'll be doing a lot today, because there's not much lore we have on the Louvre itself in terms of like, you know, cut stuff. What we have though is a lot of symbolic and semiotic content on paintings and stuff like that, which me, as a person with a BA and Master of Arts in Media Production Communications, read through all the paintings, and I'm sure they did not intend them to be read like that, but hopefully they did. And we will find out a lot of hidden meanings in the artworks today, which are quite poetic. So yeah, thank you all for entering the competition. By the way, the prize draw. I will show you the prizes since I need to stall. This is one of the prizes, which is Lara C CD wallet, the official Lara C stuff. They don't make them anymore, so rare. We have 3 Tomb Raider The Dark Angel Symphony CDs to give out for you today. If you don't win it, please buy it as soon as you can. The shop, the Dark Angel Symphony shop, closes down on the 8th of August. There's also Tomb Raider, The Angel of Darkness 2003 calendar. Very rare to find these days. So you can win that. That's one of the prize draw things. There are 3 double-sided The Dark Angel Symphony posters. I'm not going to open it up now, but you can see it on the back of my wall there. It's, you know, they're quite beautiful. They're from Interview Janina, the beautiful artist. There are Tomb Raider The Last Revelation Prima Strategy Guide. Prima doesn't exist anymore, so these are kind of rare to come by these days. And Tomb Raider 2 Strategy Guide with Tomb Raider 1 Strategy Guide in one book. And finally, Lara Bobbleheads. The Angel of Darkness, things are quite cool. So you can win all that in the prize draw. So make sure you enter in during my stream and during North Chick's stream. AJ is not affiliate, but he can nominate up to 5 people as well. So be nice to him. Yeah, that's what you can win. Whew, that was crazy rapping there. Level 3 hype stream, what are you guys doing with me? Oh, right, okay, so, okay. Right, I'm gonna open the Zoom meeting now. I'm so scared, you guys have no idea. This is crazy, I did not expect this. I just want to say thank you all so much for being with me tonight. Really important time for me today. I'm not doing very well mental health-wise. Not gonna go into much details, but I appreciate every single chat message, every single follower, every single subscriber, every single bit today. Really need it. Thank you. And now, as I feel stronger now, I'm gonna call the Zoom. Be right back. Okay, we are connecting.
Recording in progress.
Okay, hello. Hello, we have two people waiting in the room. Admit, Peter Connelly, Ady Smith. Hello, hello to you too. Hello guys, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, Peter.
Hello. Can you see me?
No, we don't need to see you. You can turn off your webcam. We just need to hear you, all right?
Ah, shit. Okay. We're not live, are we? Okay, there we go. I don't think my webcam's on, so it should be fine.
That is all right. Yeah, you can, I know what you like. You can have your pants down if you want. Ady, can you say something so we can hear you, all right?
Hi, yeah. Hey, guys. How you doing? Hi, Pete.
Ady, hello.
Hi, dude. How you doing?
I'm all right. I think the last time we chatted probably was in Southfield.
In the Tyne Tunnel.
In the Tyne Tunnel again. I still say that now, you know. I'm just waiting for some kid to ask us something. I'm just waiting for a bunch of kids to be hanging about so I can just pull the window down and go, "Where's the Tyne Tunnel, miss?"
Good to hear about you. Hey, good to hear you. It's nice to be with you.
Man. It is. It's good.
And we got
good.
Neha from Crystal Dynamics team just joining us in the call as well.
Hello.
Hello.
There we go.
It is nice to
Taranati
meet you
should
guys.
be joining us as well at some point, hopefully. Do tell us if you can hear them all okay, so I can tinker with the volume. I never done Zoom call on the stream before, so I'm just talking to the chat here. Sorry, it just went blank there. Okay, so
can I just ask? Are we live?
Yeah.
We
are live.
Either. All right.
The chat heard you say we're not live, right?
Oh no. Never mind.
We are live.
It added
I
to
told
the charm.
you. You do know, I did tell him that, as soon as I admit you to the meeting, we're live. I said that. And he was like, no, it's okay.
I said,
I thought we were having a 10-minute setup and then away we went. Never mind.
Well, I did. There are 362 people viewing us right now, so no pressure.
Lovely. Well, I know where the Tyne Tunnel is, so, never mind.
James Kenny joining in, admitting to the meeting now.
James.
There we go. There he is. James?
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me okay?
Hello.
There's James Kenny. We're still waiting on Murti. He's having some internet issues, but he should join us as soon as he can.
He's still on dial-up, that's the problem.
Yeah, yeah, probably.
I think it's more with like ADSL, talk, whatever. Yeah, I did ask Janelle, by the way, but she's a bit busy with kids. She might join. She might. I'm not saying that she will, but she might. We're going to premiere the Myth of Hawa animation film. Sorry?
I'm saying I've left my children inside playing on their Switches while I'm in the car on the drive, chatting to you lot. They don't even know I've gone.
That's the hack. That's the
No,
life hack there
this.
for the kids. So we will premiere Tomb Raider: The Myth of Hawa today. Just a teaser trailer featuring Janelle Elliott, the voice of Lara. She did the voiceover for it. So that should be quite exciting. We'll do it at the end of the stream today. So make sure to stay up until then. So now we are just about past a half hour. So I'm just gonna go and start the game now because we have a lot of stuff to go through and a lot of artistic stuff to go through as well. with the semiotics, as I was saying, symbolism and all that stuff that I discovered in paintings in the Louvre. I don't know if Ady, was that intentional to put all these paintings with extra meaning, but they do have incredible poetic meaning, and you will see in a moment when I get there.
No problem. No, it wasn't intentional to have any poetic thing. I just referenced the Louvre mainly. And just tried to get as much of Da Vinci in there as I could.
That. No, you definitely did it intentionally. Well, no, it's fine. Okay, Taranate, join the meeting if you want to. We're gonna be playing with the cheats, by the way, so I don't take hours because I suck at this game so badly. By the way, if you put !patch, you can see all the patches I have been using. Well, you should really. There you go. That I have been using to make this game playable today. So you guys on Zoom should see my window, the webcam, which should be the OBS window. Is that right? Can you see it? Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Okay, so here we are. You guys can always give us some Ady, did you just sign this level?
Did I? Not this level, no.
Yeah.
I did the Louvre.
Right, we're gonna get there very soon. Right. James, any involvement here on your end?
I did lots of concept art for it, as I recall. Lots of pictures of sewers and rats and Lara running around falling down things. That's about it.
We just cancelled Ratatouille 2 sequel with killing rats. We just cancelled Ratatouille sequel by killing all the rats.
Yeah.
I know that you did the Arnaud, if I pronounced it right, the guy from the Bouchard's hideout. You know, the messed up dude. And I know in the concept art in your handwriting it says "fucked up dude." Turn down game. Cool,
Chat is saying that the game sounds are a bit loud.
Right, we're doing that. There we go. All fixed now. Thank you, chat. Right, let's put that into Zoom so I don't miss out on anyone.
You don't want to overhear the sounds. You definitely don't want to overhear the sounds.
Oh, yes, of course, Peter. And the music. The music in here is very nice, actually.
Well, to be honest, I can't hear a thing. I can just see the visuals.
Yes, unfortunately, you guys will not be able to hear the music today or sounds from the game because of the way Zoom works. I just could not make it work. But people who are watching can hear it. You feel stronger now to turn those walls. By the way, we have a bud spot going on here today, which will replace randomly your words to Bouchard. I'm a bit louder than others. Let me fix that. Fix it. There we go. Please do tell us if it's better now. So guys, Peter, Ady, James, how does it feel knowing that, 18 fucking years now have been passed and we're still playing it, we still love this game, even though, it didn't have, the best time when it was just released, didn't have the best reception, let's just say it that way.
Yeah. Well, I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I think, looking back retrospectively, I think it was probably way ahead of its time, and that didn't really resonate with many people. They probably weren't expecting it to be as ahead of its time as it was. Looking at it now, I'm just thinking, really, was this 18, 20 years ago?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was.
And Neha.
Sorry, what's up?
Ady, what are your feelings about,
Well, if it's anything like my profile picture, that's what it's done to me.
Oh no!
That was Driver that did that.
it's pretty good. No, I'm really honoured by what the fans have made by it. So, and it's really great that it's had this really good cult following from it, even though it wasn't how it was meant to be due to the time constraints.
Even though it was said that it was a commercial failure, it still sold millions. You know what I mean? That to me isn't really commercial failure. Not unless you're kind of comparing it to, to previous releases. So, I still think it's up there.
And I have to tell you guys this, Megan and I have been posting stuff throughout the year, just in chronological order for every game so far, and the fans have been like the most excited and the most happy about all the stuff they've seen for Angel of Darkness so far. And we constantly see comments about how they felt like this game had so much potential, and they just appreciate all this stuff you guys put behind it, and they wish they could have seen it some more. So yeah, they really love this game, and we're really amazed by the stuff you guys were coming up for it. So.
And even the concept art that James you made are like incredible pieces of artwork that we were selling them on the Dark Agent Symphony shop in the past to fund the album, and they were like incredible. They were so nicely done. They looked. I held them in my hands. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ! They look like artwork. You want to frame them and put them on the wall, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, well, we did a lot of work on that game that never actually came to fruition. I mean, concept to concept.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff was cut out, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's
a
lot
watered down version of
Yeah, and the idea was kind of that it was going to be more than just the one game; that it was going to be continue on. So there was kind of work around that as well. So it was a big sort of universe being created, but it just never happened, unfortunately.
I mean, if you think about it, I've been in the games industry ever since, and I've worked on games which aren't half as, it don't have half as much in it as what, that did, or that was planned to have. And the teams of hundreds now, whereas we were a team of 50 max at any one point. I think what we got in there, with the amount of people that was on it, is commendable.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it would be great to carry on and carry on the trilogy, but it is what it is. So
sorry to interrupt you, dears, but the Queen is here, Janelle Elliott herself.
Hello.
Hello, Janelle. Been a while.
Sorry about that. I hope I didn't interrupt, but my iPad just fell on the floor and made a huge crash. So I'm sorry for making such an, abrupt entrance.
That was you.
It's all right, Janelle. You can turn off your webcam. Unfortunately, they can't see you today. They can only hear you.
Oh,
this is incredible. Thank you so much for showing up.
How's it going?
It's going great. We have Peter here, who was with you in the studio when you were recording all the lines for Tomb Raider 4, 5, and 6. We have Ady, who did the environment art in the Angel of Darkness, and also we have James, who did concept art, and Neha from Crystal Dynamics, who you met earlier today as well.
Yes, love her. So you're having a bit of a party here, and can see a bit of the game, which is great. Wow. I mean, I don't want to say this is a first, but all looking good. Who's playing at the moment then?
I did some work for yesterday.
Sorry,
what you're saying, Steve, there?
Sorry, I was just saying, I did some stuff for you yesterday with Giselle's voice, and I was just thrown back to 20 years ago, it was just like, it was just fantastic, so it was...
20 years.
Yes, it's the Hawa teaser trailer that I'll be showing later.
Sorry, what was that, Ash?
It's the Hawa teaser trailer that I'll be showing later. Well, you've seen it. I'll send you to on Instagram,
Yeah, very excited.
I actually heard you in a studio. Like I have Peter let me hear a couple of cut out. Outtake stuff from the Angel of Darkness or Tomb Raider 4 it was. And you could just tell Janelle's like, so okay, I'm doing it like that, okay. And then like after you record it, you go, is that okay, darling? Is that okay? Okay. Oh, that's Janelle. Oh.
I've got some great outtakes, brilliant. Happy days.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I know. I mean, you know, I have to remember not to swear.
Well, yeah, I didn't realise we were
You
live
can swear
for the
it now.
first minute.
No, I'm going to be a lady. Sorry, Lara.
I'm
No,
going wrong
those
way.
outtakes. I mean, I never knew they existed until a few years back. I mean, I was
All
like,
the
shocked.
I've got the full sessions. I've got them all.
Oh my
packed
God.
up. 20 odd, yeah. Yep.
Oh my god. Oh.
He has them on Just Drive that we need to digitize.
There you see.
Well, everybody loves it, don't they? I mean, they love a bit of swearing Laura.
Yeah, they do. They
We do.
It's just,
I mean, Noshik made you swear anyway.
Well, I didn't realise there was more stuff floating around.
Oh yeah, it might just
There
get
was
leaked.
one with the. Unfortunately, this is on me, and I take all the blame. But there is one with a Tomb Raider 4 outtake where Werner von Croy's voice actor goes, "I suppose Little Shack is out of question," and Janelle just pisses herself laughing. I released that one.
Oh, always professional, you know me.
Yeah.
So who is actually playing this at the moment? They're looking like they're
It's
doing
me.
well.
I'm playing and
Yes.
hosting this. You can read the
well.
chat as well as my webcam. You can see what people are saying. Everyone is absolutely loving this. They live for
You're the master
for
at
you,
it.
Janelle, for core design people.
Oh, hi everyone.
Hey, Janelle.
Hi. Good to hear your voice.
Likewise, well, I'm just thinking, you know, I mean, I can't remember being the Angel of Darkness recordings, but
No.
Tomb Raider 4 and 5, I remember
Yeah.
being there, and I remember,
Yeah.
you know, I was in my 20s, you know, and I'm approaching 50 now. It's like, what the hell?
I was in my 20s as well. I mean, the back end, but I was in my 20s. I don't even want to say
Yeah,
that. Now it's just geriatric. But you know,
Yeah, I'm 50
still
next
going.
year, you know. Scary.
we're still giving these youngsters a run for the money, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you in Derby? Are you in
What's
Derby?
that?
Are you up in
No,
Derby?
I'm back in the northeast. I'm in the northeast now.
That lovely lilt in your voice.
Sorry, I missed that.
Sorry, Taradati, if you're on this call, please look at Facebook. We need you to troubleshoot Murti's Zoom for me, please. Because he can't seem to be joining.
Aye, Captain.
I don't know
Thank
what happened. Hey, Tarante.
Is Murti joining?
Yes, he will in a second. He's having Skype troubles, so
I'd love
Taradati
to
will
see
help.
Murti playing the game.
In 2023, when he gets an upload.
Bob is asking if you guys, Peter, Ady, James, have you seen any patches and how like people actually made this game? You know, they patched it up to enable some of the stuff. Like in the one I'm playing right now is heavily fan patched. Like the controls have been improved and stuff like that. Have you seen any of that before?
No.
Not really. I mean, I know the controls needed improving. So anybody who's done some work on that, I think is welcome. That was always the main issue, wasn't it?
I know they did the HD version of it, which was remarkable. And seeing all the really good detail work on the levels and the artwork was fantastic. So yeah, that's the only thing I've seen. I've not seen the heavily patched versions of it. How about you, Pete?
No, to be honest, I've not seen a great deal of this. I mean, the first time I saw it actually being played properly from beginning to almost end was in a stream 2 years ago with Ash and Murti.
Right.
Yeah.
So I've not really seen much of it since, you know, just the drips and drops. I mean,
Sorry, Peter, you're breaking up. Your connection seems to be bad.
a lot of the playing, it's just, you know, some sound effects.
There you go. You're back now.
I just hope I don't crash here. Oh God, I'm going downhill.
You went robotic there.
Am I back now? Am I?
Technical difficulties as always. Sorry guys, I'll be cheating a lot in this playthrough because otherwise I'll be here for hours.
Someone in chat said Peter's connection is still from 2003.
It is. Janelle, we have a request for you from Steve04. Could you please say out loud, macho broccoli?
Macho broccoli.
There we go. Steve, enjoy.
Macho broccoli.
Chanel, you're the best.
I love those
It's for
notes.
his channel. He's like amazing. He does amazing retrospective video.
Oh, look, I'm here to serve. Any vegetables you want talking about? I'm your girl.
That should have been a line.
Oh, there we go. We have Murti.
Murti!
Fantastic.
Murti, hello. Can you hear us?
Hey, he's here.
Hello, Murti. Joining in.
Murti, read
No,
up.
Murti.
Is he actually here? I don't see him in the call.
Saying joining.
Oh, there he is.
he's-
No, there
he
it
is.
is. Now he
There he is.
appeared in the stream.
I'm here.
Murti, hello. This is like Eurovision voting
Murti!
process, isn't it?
I think the call just can't handle this much awesome at the same time. It's
Yeah.
I think
it's
that's
having
it,
a hard time processing it.
I accidentally killed Lara, but she lives again like Jesus. Which she is.
You might be
Murti,
muted.
can you hear us? We can't hear you, it seems.
Oh no.
You might be muted.
Peranat is troubleshooting, so she'll be fine. He will get there eventually, hopefully.
Does Murti play? Is he very good at this?
No, he never played this before. Oh, I actually missed. So this is actual Louvre catacombs. We just passed that bit. Sorry, I got carried away. So this is two Louvre catacombs that actually like Louvre catacombs because Louvre used to be a fortress. So this foundation is still there. So you guys from Core recreated it very nicely and
Yeah, well,
faithfully,
we went to the Louvre. We flew over.
Oh,
Myself, Pastor Maguire, and Graham Gallagher went over to do some, but we weren't officially meant to be there. Like, they couldn't get permission to do any research. So we just turned up,
wow.
and we were walking around, and I was kind of taking photos of this, that, and the other. And I was taking photos of like the security cameras and things, because we were trying to get like an idea of what it looked like. And these people just appeared out of nowhere, and like all kind of plainclothes dressed security, like asking us very aggressively what we were doing and what we were up to and stuff. We had to go, oh, we're just students. We're doing a project. Because we had no like we weren't meant to be there at all.
Good blood.
this is your level, isn't it, Ady? This is all your work.
Well,
Yeah.
this particular area that you're in is what Gary Tung had developed. So
So I'm not sure what.
yeah, but I helped him out with
okay.
some of the rendering and lighting. So yeah,
This painting here is called Lot and His Daughters. It basically shows... Neha will love this because we keep talking about incest and stuff like that on my streams. This is ridiculous. But basically...
Oh, goodness.
I know, sorry, it's biblical stuff. So the daughters of Lot were expelled from Sodom, and they're trying to seduce their fathers so they could reproduce using the wine. This is a reference to the Nephilim, in my opinion. Quite heavy there, because Nephilims are, trying to kind of reproduce in this game, and we're trying to, to stop them from that because they are bad people, human angel things. Stupid man things. Sorry, I'm just cheating because I'll be here hours. I am very bad at this. I am cheating. I'm very sorry, but there we go.
I can't remember.
Huh?
And the Nephilim actually bad, or is it just Eckhard and his kind of whatever that was
They
bad?
are quite well. They're supposed to be like punished by God because angels not supposed to have sexual encounters with people. No ding without wedding ring, as Lord Jesus said himself. 100 out of 10 people can confirm that happened. So that's why they're kind of like, spawns of evil. And basically, this is this still life painting here. There's quite a few still lifes in Louvre in this area, particularly. I'll show you more. But basically, still life, they look like normal kind of still life portraits, but they all have hidden meanings. Like, for example, knife would represent a victim or whatever. So here, I think it's quite symbolic here because we have obscura paintings, for example, which they're just paintings, but they have hidden meanings in them. They have hidden stuff in them. And also over here is Rebirth of Venus, of course, but by Botticelli, which is quite symbolic to Lara because we assume she's dead in Tomb Raider 4, and now she kind of born again out of nowhere, in Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness. So I'd done a media degree, so we kind of had to read into things.
How long did it take you to prepare all these paintings on the side and stuff?
I was up till 3 a.m. last night. I started about 7 p.m., but I did test stream in the beginning as well. But I was preparing all this time, to be fair. There's also another still life portrait, but I already told you about still lifes before. Those are actual paintings, they actually do exist. So they're not just textures. Let's see. Murti, can you hear us still? Are you...
I think he was saying that he was garbled on his end. I hope we can resume talking.
Oh, his sound is garbled for him. Yeah, I can see that in the chat. No idea how to fix it. Murti, would you want to restart your PC maybe and try again? I think it's and also close down all the browser windows, everything. Just keep only Zoom open. Maybe that will help. Right, we're gonna cheat through this as well. We need to have the man in here, Murti. So, I triggered the alarm. Doesn't matter. I'm flying here. Leave me alone. Can the girl not fly around?
I felt sorry for the security guards. They're just doing their job, and she keeps shooting them.
Yeah. I was saying that. She's very.
Does that have any
bad,
effect on bearing what happened to you when you went on location?
It wasn't. Yeah, they didn't put any guns on us.
that would have been such a good story.
We're entering Ady Smith area.
That's
so
right.
Ady will be talking a lot here. Ady, do you want to tell us how this was all created, all this?
Well, it was all done using Maya. It was all rendered in Maya and then converted over into the Tomb Raider engine. So we tried to get as realistic as possible to the main gallery, which you can see now. But pretty much I grabbed as much painting reference that I had online, really, from there. But then all the cabinets and that were all placed in there after I'd finished off doing the actual main room. And I think there was some serious doctoring going on with the actual Mona Lisa itself. So
I was going to say the Mona Lisa was very accurate.
Yeah, we're gonna get to it in a moment. There's so many paintings for me to go through, so I will just dash off. This one is Wedding at Cana, where the Jesus turns water into wine. Very well detailed. I did not find any particular hidden meaning here for the Angel of Darkness, so we're just gonna skip that. But what we have here is Virgin on the Rock, and James Kenny might enlighten us here. Or actually, Paschal McQuay would probably know more, but he's not with us today. But basically, this one has Archangel Uriel on your right side. The man-child thingy with the cape. So he's Archangel Uriel is present actually on Obscura painting. He is rewarding Lux Veritatis knights who fought Nephilims. In our case,
I made all of
just
those
normal
paintings.
any Christian knights.
Yeah, I made all of those, mate. All the paintings in there I did.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can. Do you want to tell us about them?
I don't know whether I can go that in depth. They were a lot of them based on what they called. There's a particular book of hours by these French artists whose names I can't remember. But the brothers, and the Book of Hours is sort of a thing that people did in the kind of 15th century. detailing the seasons and stuff, which I definitely took apart and put together again, with a lot more other photos and a lot of color grading and stuff. I wasn't being too in terms of the direct symbolism of that I involved in those paintings. I mean, I was just making stuff up really. I wasn't kind of being too exact about which angel would turn up or which aspect of the Bible that it was referencing necessarily. I was just kind of like
but you did actual on point, because Uriel did reward some of the warriors with immortality, which we can see them later in Tomb of Ancients. We have the skeletons, which can be those immortal knights who are still guarding us from Nephilims and stuff like that. You have to fight Lara. So there's a lot of hidden meaning.
Maybe I was being guided by a hidden hand. Who knows?
Who knows? Cool, exactly. So hands down for what you call it, accidental references. And of course, over here we have the Last Supper. Here is the actual drawing on it, because that one is not very accurate, but this one is super accurate. Tell you the truth, I've seen it in the museum. This is the actual how it looks. Now, Death of the Virgin, which is here, this one is actually super poetic to this game, and I'm sure it was not intentional. But basically, I believe this is by Caravaggio, Caravaggio who did this. I could be wrong, but yeah, I think it's his. Basically, he was commissioned to draw this, and he drew Mary, the Virgin, as just normal woman, no flashy stuff, godly thing. So he drew her as normal, natural woman, very realistic and all that stuff, which is quite unusual and new to the time, which is what core design tried to do with Tomb Raider. And they made Lara all pretty with all the polygons. For fuck's sake, look at how beautiful this area is, for example, compared to, say, Tomb Raider Chronicles of War or whatever. Not saying they're bad games, but, in details-wise, this is way more detailed. I do love Chronicles and Tomb Raider 4, one of my favorite games. I mean, come on, my room is like Egypt. Just wanted to ensure that people don't take my words wrongly. So the problem is, though, he was not appreciated at his time. This painting was slanted by critics. No one liked it because it's so different to what people actually see, which is similar to Angel of Darkness. At the time when the game was out, it was heavily criticized. It was not, it was not received properly. But, here we are. In terms of Caravaggio, many years later, we are appreciating the art and we see it as the art piece. And just like with Angel of Darkness 18 years later, there's a huge cult following of it as well. So this painting is so poetic on so many levels for this game. It's just, that's how I see it anyway. I'm sure the chat will agree.
I had no
idea. I'm going to have to go, darling.
It's all right. Thank you so much for appearing.
Sorry. I'm going to have to make the kids tea.
I want you to be my mother, Janelle. My mother doesn't make me tea because she's 5,000 miles away. Can you be my mother?
I'll invite you round, darling.
Okay, thank you. I'll see you later. Thank you so much for showing up.
Yes, Peter.
Nice to hear you again. We'll speak soon, yeah?
Oh, it's lovely to talk to you, darling.
The chat says bye, Janelle.
Much, much love to all of you.
Thank you,
sorry,
Janelle.
I didn't. Yeah, nice to meet you all.
Stay safe.
Yes, if Murti comes back on, send him my love.
Will do.
You can see the chat is exploding with love to you. Okay, see you later, Janelle. Bye.
See you later, Janelle. I'm waving here, but you can't see. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So here we have the death of rebel angels, which is reference to Nephilims being punished by God, basically, which is what we have in this entire game. There's lots of biblical reference in the game as well, so I'm sure Murti could tell us more if he will join. He's trying again, by the way. We might hear the man today. Hopefully we will. So this one here, Venus and Amor. Again, I don't think this is intentional reference here, but I see it as it is. Basically, there's Venus with Amor, they have a loving relationship, not sexual relations, but, like loving relations that, like kind of mother and child, that kind of stuff. This is reference to Lara and Werner, in my opinion, because in one of the cutscenes that were cut out, Lara actually kisses Werner on the cheek. Like when he dies, when she finds his dead body. So I think this is kind of symbolic to that. And again, Lara is a Venus in this sense, I think, because she kind of grew out. She was only recently born, but she already kind of grew out of the. She's more mature than all these angels, like Amor is, for example, because he's much shorter than Ron Croy in that sense as well. That's just my interpretation of that. And also Medusa Mask, of course, by Caravaggio. This one is direct reference to, obviously, Cabal. There's, Medusa, but with like lots of snakes around her, so that Nephilims and snakes and all that stuff. And finally, this one, Murti would have loved it if he would hear it, but he will probably watch this video on demand later on. This one is called Supper at Emmaus. James will know who drew this because I can't remember.
Is that not Caravaggio's off? No?
I think it could be.
I think that's Caravaggio.
So basically what happened here, Jesus was resurrected, read Lara. She was just resurrected, so he went for a dinner someplace. I don't know the entire myth, I'm not very religious at all. These are like his followers. He says, yeah, guys, it's me, I'm Jesus, I'm actually not dead. And they're like, say, what? See, they're surprised. So it's us, the fans, being like, oh, Larry's alive, it's okay. So it's a good reference to Lara with this painting. I think accidental. Ady, please say it's not. Probably is. So on top of here we have Dream of Solomon. Now this one is a good reference to Putai, because in one of the original game mechanics, she was supposed to use the amulet to go into this trance dream mode where she would be given by Putai new skills like, stronger upgrades, faster upgrades, all that stuff. So just like God did to the Solomon, like, in his dreams, he would give him like some powers and stuff like that. So and now this painting in Russian is actually called Kidnapping of Europa, but in English language, I'm sorry to say this, it's called Rape of Europa. It's a shape-shifting reference to Corel. Zeus, the horrible god from Greece, kidnaps Europa. He turns into a ball, kidnaps her to do some unspeakable stuff with her. So this is reference to Corel, obviously shape-shifting stuff. We will see this again later on. And of course, Peter.
There you go.
The Mona Peter, there he is.
There you go.
Did you do this?
No, I didn't do that. No.
My proudest moment. That was Andrea Cordilla.
How was it? Yeah.
He was. I just went up to see him for something. I went in the room and he was doing something with the Mona Lisa. And I said, oh, it's funny. It's a coincidence this because Tom Scott is just drawing like a Photoshop of Mona Lisa, my photo, and he said, send it up. I'll put it in. So I sent it up, and I didn't even know until we were working on Driver back in 2011 or whatever it was. Put it in. So yeah, it's my proudest moment.
Yeah, you can get the T-shirt with that on Dark Angel Symphony Shop if you want to. The link Jenny has just posted. And now, guys, I'm stalling in here. We will whiz through. I have the cheats, don't worry, and I will fight Brother Obscura. Wolf War, you rude person. You just got much broccoli. Shut up, man.
And don't forget the shop. The shop's only got another 7 or 8 days before.
Yes, the Dark Angel Symphony Shop shuts down in 8 days. If you want any T-shirts done, do it by then. Otherwise, that's it, forever gone. This is School of Athens by Raphael. Good reference to Angel of Darkness as a whole, as the game, because it's very well detailed, very realistic again. So that's all the semantics I have for you. You'll be pleased to know, some of you, but I'm sure Ady appreciate that. But I'm not gonna do this puzzle. I'm sure we all played this before. Some of you who didn't, well, I'm not gonna spoil you the fun of finding out how to actually do this, just because we have a lot of time to catch up. So I'm gonna get there. Orange is just patch with one, just singular patch, exclamation mark patch.
Hi peeps, Taranata here. So I have a question for Ady Smith. What version of Maya did you use?
Oh, good
Can
question.
you remember, was it Maya 4 or 5?
I think it was.
Oh dear, what was it, Pete?
I was going to say 6. I don't know why. Maya 6, whatever.
I think you're right, actually. Maya 6.
I'm complete unarmed.
Yeah.
That'll be my OCD.
It's before they were using the year, wasn't it?
Yeah, well,
Anniversary edition was 7. Anniversary edition was 7, so could be 6.
No, good shout there, James. I think it was Maya 6. Oh, yeah.
You guys, that's going to be helpful for future excavation of AOD stuff.
Cool.
Okay. So, chat, please feel free to ask any questions. I'm sorry I'm missing out a lot, but Taranati is here. She will catch them up and she will read them up for us as well because she is a good, helpful friend, which I'm sure she'll be like, oh, for fuck's sake, do I need to do this now? But yeah.
How beautiful does this look? I don't even know if I've seen this before.
It is very detailed.
It's those cutscenes that haunt me, Pete.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous, though, considering the time it was made. I think it's looked amazing.
I think it aged very well. I mean, there is obviously a lot of fan patches involved, and I did make my graphic card to sharpen up stuff as well. But overall, though, I think it aged impressively well. If you are to make a remaster of it, officially, Neha, nudge, wink, wink, I think it would hold very well with just a little bit of better textures, improved controls. You can just use fan patches for that.
What you mean Unreal? Just remake it on Unreal.
Yeah, or something like that, yeah.
Here's an interesting question for James Kenny. Camellia Mink asks, how has concept art changed from when you worked on AOD to nowadays?
It's a good question. I think, I haven't really... I worked on... I did the concept art for Angel of Darkness, and I haven't really worked as a concept artist since, particularly. I do bits and pieces, but it's not really my job, necessarily. But I think... And the concept art I was doing was just because it was kind of beginning of that stuff, and then we didn't have the kind of community that people have now. That I was just following my own path. I wasn't really looking particularly at other people's work because it wasn't necessarily that freely available. You didn't have things like ArtStation or anything like that now. The issue I would have with concept art now is that it has a lot of concept art has a very generic look, whereas the stuff that we were doing was a lot more, it was kind of artist-centric, I guess.
Absolutely, yeah.
And people kind of go out of a way to kind of make something look like concept art, and and then you get kind of homogeneity amongst kind of the styles and stuff. And it's all very slick and stuff, but it all kind of looks like it's still been done by one person. I would say that's the main change or main difference that I can see within that that notion of design. You see there's lots of amazing work out there and there are lots of amazing artists and stuff, but sometimes you struggle to see any originality. I think we were allowed to be a bit more original because there wasn't really anything else to compare it to.
Well said, James.
Oh, there we go. We've got Murti again. Let's see if you can actually hear us this time.
Here we go.
Murti, can you hear us? That was not Murti.
He just bring it up on his phone. Can he do it on his phone? Might be easier.
The thing is, he might be able to hear you, but he might not be able to reply to you.
Yeah, but if he does it on his, depending on what phone he's got, it might be a bit easier doing it on his phone than doing it on a PC.
It was funny because I said, Murti, is that you? And the character, you guys didn't hear it, but the character in the game went like, hey! It's like at the same time.
Classic.
Hello.
Hey, Murti.
Hello, there he is.
There you go.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Murti. Can you hear me?
Hey. It's still very, just about, still very crackly and garbled.
That's called.
You can hear me just
Carry
fine.
on.
We can hear you fine.
You can hear me fine. Oh, right. Okay. Right.
Very
if I
good.
had a coconut for every time somebody said that.
I love it.
Excellent.
You know, we were asking when we were talking to Janelle, or I asked, I wonder who wrote that line, and Megan did say, I'm sure Murti did. So did you write that line then?
Did I write the line? Yes. It's a little known fact that when Lara was at boarding school, she was part of a coconut orchestra, and she learned to play coconuts in harmony with about 20 other kids. So yeah, that's a blast from the past.
That explains everything.
No, it explains nothing.
Right, you're not supposed to
Everything is
take
the new
respirators here, but you can if you use the cheat code.
I can
You will
actually
need to
hear a
use
bit
them
better now. I don't know what the difference is.
It's good to hear you, Murti.
Eddie, any involvement from your part on this?
No, that wasn't me.
No.
Sorry, can't take any
That wasn't
ownership
you.
of that. No.
Okay, well, there's some amazing details here with the Rape of Europa painting being like restored. So we probably see the replica on display in the Louvre. So there's a lot of hidden, a lot of hidden things that you can guess the narrative wise. Which I know, very little things, for example, we don't care about this painting, but now you're like, oh, I've seen it in the Louvre, so that means it's a phony one in there, and the real one is here, they are restoring it, so, that kind of stuff. And yeah, the respirators, there's a bug there that you could use, so you can have 4 of them or 5, because they will be very useful later on when you have underwater level, you can use them as the aqualung. Now, this is Kavier's office. Very pretty. Indecisive Auto says, Murti, this is the first time I heard you and I already love you. Oh.
Oh, there's a painting on the wall.
Well, there's plenty of recordings online. But yeah, it's very nice for them to say that. Thank you.
This is James's creation.
Yeah, I was disgusted because I left before the game was actually finished, really. But he was his arms are outstretched essentially on a cruciform shape, and they put his arms behind his back because they didn't want to have that kind of crucifix reference in there, which I didn't like.
Yeah, very nice.
I mean, we were pretty much tasked to do areas of the game that hadn't been got around by the main team. So that meant that we had to work on the Louvre, Prague Square, and the hangar level. So yeah.
Chat, any other questions? Please go on. I'm getting into very beautiful. Who designed Hall of Seasons? Any of you know?
Which one's the Hall of Seasons? Probably.
It's the one with lots of different rooms. Spring, summer, autumn. With the 4 different rooms. So windy room, the room with stones crumbling, the room with lava.
I definitely did some concept art for that. I think
that'd be Gary. I think Gary Tong. I mean, this is Gary Tong's level.
Yeah.
I have a question that's a little bit more of a technical nature from a Lionel Cyborg. So the question is, if you could have give AOD an anniversary edition a true level editor with Maya compatibility, like the old room editor and fan-made tomb editor, but for the next generation games, would you have done it?
Oh, yes, please.
Dali Witty says, I wish Peter Connelly was my dad. He is my dad on Facebook. Do not recommend.
Thank you for the... yeah, you're my son, aren't you? That's right, yeah.
Yeah, I used to be daughter because I changed gender on Facebook ages ago and would let me go backward for a while.
I would say from an artistic point of view with the editor that it was quite painful to use, especially with using the authoring tools from Maya and then taking them into Engine. Because I think we had to do it 3 times over. But that was just me personally. Yeah.
Did Fergus work on some of this on this level as well? Fergus Duggan?
Is this where they're running through with the gunshots? I think you're right there, James. I think it might have been Fergus.
Yeah. He did some lovely work.
Beautiful.
Right, 1 second. Let me just put inappropriate stuff in the chat so I don't say it out loud.
Murti. Hello, Murti. It's me. It's Taranete. So someone is asking.
I know.
Oh, good. Well, hi. Someone is asking a question, and it's a question for you.
Smooch.
So it's a question: are Shadow Histories available to buy as a book? There you go.
No, they were.
Yes.
They were, but they're very rare now. I did a limited edition run of several hundred. They were and still are available on Kindle, but I'm shutting that down quite soon because we're going into trying to get a TV series made, and I have to make sure that there are no other avenues that can print them. But,
so what would you say?
Yeah, you can get it on Kindle.
What's the connection between Shadow Histories and Tomb Raider? Because I know you did quite a lot of connections. So the people who maybe aren't very familiar with Shadow Histories, can you maybe give us a brief insight?
Okay. Well, very, very as brief as possible. I spent a lot of time in Turkey, traveling around. I came back with a whole set of ideas for a story. I started to write Shadow Histories in about 1998, 99. Put a lot of work into that. Got the interview at Core in 2000. I was put on the spot being asked, could I come up with a story? And of course, all that material was very fresh in my mind. So I varied it and pitched a possible storyline for Angel of Darkness based on a lot of the information I dug up in Turkey about the Nephilim and so on. So there are bound to be similarities. I mean, they're quite distinct, but there are some common themes which are personal obsessions of mine, such as Nephilim and angels and so on. But then I went on to, make sure that Angel of Darkness was as distinct. And basically, it's a Tomb Raider game, and it was Lara Croft. And also I'd got a hero character in the Shadow Histories novels who sort of became a version of him became Curtis. So there are similarities between that. So there are similarities in theme and certain similarities in characters. But the Shadow Histories far predated the Angel of Darkness. And now I've got to get on with the other 4 novels because I've written 2 of the novels and the others are planned out, but I've got to get on with those. So is that brief enough?
Perfect.
I got a question here which I was about to ask, but Blade Master asked it as well, so there's interest for that. There's X-ray machine here that we just used. Sorry, I can hear the background noise.
That's brilliant news, Murti. Sonia will be so pleased to hear that you're doing the following novels to that. So thanks for that.
Oh God, yeah, give her my love. Give her my love, Ady. Yeah, I know she's always been very keen and a big supporter. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
So the X-ray machine, you could. There is a deleted action that involved the first Obscura painting and the X-ray machine in the Louvre. Do you remember it, and can you talk about it at all, if possible? I do know engravings have some sort of like stuff in them, don't they?
Yeah. It's a long time you're testing me now. Blimey. What the connections were, I couldn't really tell you. I probably could at the time, but it's been a long time since then. So I'll have to pass on that one.
Okay.
With me being over 50, Pete, the old grey matter's not what it used to be.
God, I can barely remember being 50, you lucky sod.
What are you now, 18? You're aging backwards.
I was 50 when I joined Core to start writing Angel of Darkness. Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's a pity we haven't got one of the designers here. They'd be able to probably answer that better than what I could. Sorry.
Any lore on this puzzle?
I can't really see it from the image. It's really tiny. I can't even...
Oh. If you
But
click on it,
I've never seen any of this stuff. It must be quite interesting to see.
I got a question, and my question is for Pete. If your connection is good. So I know that some of the tracks were obviously done by the LSO, but other tracks have just used some elements from the LSO, but they were completely done by synths. So can you maybe give some insight on that?
Yeah, most of it is, yeah. I mean, obviously the raw recordings that we got from the store, they catered for quite a lot of the game, but there was some parts of the and so I mean, what was done quite often is the snippets of the LSO recordings were possibly used, and then were like lowered or something or looped in different ways. When I say lowered, I mean in pitch, and then some synth elements were put on top just to give it that kind of to give you that kind of stealthy feel. So yeah, I mean, the raw recordings that we got, we used to kind of extend and and sample and re-edit kind of thing, and just to kind of give the game a bit more of a dark atmosphere, I suppose. So, answer your question if you can hear us.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
You were kind of cutting off, so that was an issue, but you pretty much said everything. Yeah.
It's cool with some of the chat
area.
coming in. So coming in with some of the chat and the coming out with core care and a core design nursing home.
Retirement home.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, by all means, if you read anything in the chat that you want to address, just cut through, interrupt me. By all means, you guys are the stars of the show, not us. So this area here, I just love it. I mean,
Who built this? I don't. Does anyone know?
Is it Simeon, that one? I don't know why Simeon springs.
Could well be.
Oh, sorry guys, I
it just
can't
looks
remember.
so beautiful.
It is. It's lovely.
We're gonna skip this a bit because I have Stop dying, dear. Why does she keep dying? No happy today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to use cheats, I'm afraid. Resurrect her.
And now here's an interesting question. Do you guys remember anything regarding the E3 demo?
I don't remember much about that. Just
We weren't there. It was only
I
Adrian
remember
and Jeremy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember an FMV with knocking down bricks and a statue falling down, but it's all kind of hazy.
I remember people not being very impressed.
Yeah.
So these are the skeleton warriors, allegedly, that James depicted on his obscure painting here, that were rewarded by Uriel with immortality for their help defeating Nephilim. So these are the ones that are protecting. That's how I read it with my semiotics. I could be wrong, but James will be like, yeah, totally, that's how I've seen it.
That's exactly what I thought, yeah, at the time.
There we go. Perfect. That's all we want to hear. I'm skipping a lot of the stuff. The whole purpose of this is to talk about development. You all played this game many times. If you haven't, go and play it. What the hell are you waiting for? You're not wrap wins. It shouldn't take you 18 years to play it.
Why can't you ring it?
So
My strength is increased.
go.
Okay,
Ady, what do
another
you do
question.
these days? Hold
Okay,
on, Terence, go on.
you done first. Yeah.
Okay, Ady, what do you do these days?
Oh, what do I do? I
Yeah.
teach game art at Falmouth University. Yeah,
Oh.
so I'm in Cornwall and been there 2 years now. So I teach on the master's course and on the BA course in game art. That's what I'm
Gonna
currently
walk
doing.
slowly around. James, I know you are involved in like game industry, but also in like CGI stuff for big production companies. James?
Hello?
Hello, James?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
sorry,
was
yeah, no,
saying,
I got a child asking me things. What were you saying?
I said, I know you are still involved in the games industry, but also in CGI stuff for big production companies.
Yeah, well, not really. Yeah, I'm currently working in visual effects now, so I'm not in games at the moment. But yeah, I worked at Core, and then I did work in games for many years, and then I was back for about 3 years working for another company in Ireland, but now I'm back in sort of film stuff at the moment.
You did the Jungle Book CGI, didn't you?
I did, yeah. I worked on Jungle Book and I worked on Terminator and things like that. But that was when I was in, so, you know, I've been living in Ireland for the last 20 years or so. So, you know, it's most of the stuff is local. So none of it is big necessarily.
And sorry to interrupt, I believe Peter's accent is Peter Lee. Is that right,
that,
Peter?
sorry?
Your
that again,
accent, where is it from?
It's South Shields, Newcastle.
South Shields.
And I
Yeah.
said that in a proper posh accent there. But yeah, South Shields, Newcastle. But I do live in Peterlee, County Durham.
Terence, what was the question you want to ask? We're in Hall of Seasons, by the way. This is the pretty area.
No, yeah, I designed that.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, well this
okay.
this section right here, it was the section that was used for the E3 demo, but that version was quite different from what we're seeing right now, because in the middle of the room there's supposed to be like a pool of water. So basically, my question was, how long it took you guys to realize that this game actually had a cult following? Because I know a lot of people after this game basically tanked, or, you know, it's considered to have tanked. A lot of people didn't want to do anything with Tomb Raider or AOD after it was finished. But recently, more and more people started realizing, oh, hold on, this game actually did some things. It has a cult following to this day. And on Tomb Raider forums, it's still one of the most active threads out of all Tomb Raider games. So how long did it take you to realize, oh, it's popular actually?
Only when Ash and Murti contacted me and sort of were telling me about it, because I had no idea really.
I'm sure you were surprised at Play Expo when like so many people actually, you know, were there.
Yeah.
Because Rich Morton was like, are there going to be like 20 people or something? I'm like, no, we are prime time, main stage. What you talking about? It's going to be loads. I know you are very unsung heroes.
That was an amazing
a lot of people
turnout.
still love you.
Yeah, it was a
You can
difficult
watch
experience.
E3. You can watch a Play Expo panel and recap on my YouTube channel if you wish. I suggest you do because it's interesting. I'll live again. So this is the Hall of Seasons. It features 4 room puzzles, which are quite challenging, but you can actually finish them pretty well, especially with fan patches. I'm not going to do that because I'm not strong enough. So anyway, but they look incredible. They look so well done. Very gothic, very on brand with Angel of Darkness as a whole. Very Parisian catacomb style. Love it.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I think Gary worked on that room, didn't he?
Sure. My original design had giant baby heads. I know, it's in the picture.
Oh yeah, seen that concept art. Yeah, with giant baby heads. Yeah, there's actually a secret just for those of you who don't know. Like when you approach this panel here, it opens up. I need to land precisely on this platform. I probably can do. Oh, I don't need to. There you go. And there's like Medipack or something there. Yeah.
Oh.
I think we're losing. Well, I am anyway. I'm losing audio.
You're losing audio. Yeah, your connection is not very good where you are. Steve of War said he's gonna buy you a new router for your birthday, just so you know.
I'm having you 5 months.
By the way, there's coming Peter Connelly's interview with Steve very soon, so watch out for that. Oh, wrong door. Sorry, what you think, Peter?
I'm just blubbering a lot of shite. But I'm struggling to hear what the gist of the conversation because you're kind of coming in and out at the minute, so I'm not really sure what's happening or being said.
Well, that's fine. Just
I'm having
stay
the
with
same,
us.
Pete. I'm having the same. I get to what people are saying, and it fades in and fades out. And also the comments that people are typing in and questions they're asking, that keeps coming and going, so I can't follow that either.
Yeah, I can't see
it. It's just way too active, the chat.
Is quite low.
I'm fine. I can hear everything.
Yeah, I can hear everybody fine.
Yeah, it seems like your internet, guys, is not very good. Yeah, it is. But it's fine. We can hear you okay. That's all that matters.
Those skeletal warriors are exactly as I designed them. It's nice to see. They're exactly the same.
They're amazing. Actually, they're featured in Tomb Raider 10th Anniversary Edition, which we, by we I mean my website, and by my website I mean myself, has totally legally legit leaked and made, and then it was made playable by Ghostblade, Reborn, and Shadows.
You mean the version, the one we made at core, not the Crystal Dynamics one?
Yes, we have obtained one of the builds, and fans made it playable. You might want to look at it. Actually, James, I want to invite you for the stream for that in October. Ady, I don't know if you worked on the Anniversary Edition?
No.
No, you didn't. So, James, I want you to invite you on. Actually, Ady, you can still show up because I want to invite as many cool people as possible for it because we're going to have a big actual 25th anniversary on the day when the game was released, the first one. So, fans made it playable within like 48 hours. I uploaded it on 31st of December, and what I'm trying to say there is that skeleton that you just said, it's actually present in Lara's house as just like a static, like a knight.
Yeah.
It's there. So I know there's a lot of Angel of Darkness, like that head, for example, is present in the Anniversary Edition. So a lot of assets were actually reused for the Anniversary Edition because of time limits. But it looks absolutely gorgeous. I know you did Egyptian stuff in the Anniversary Edition, James. So beautiful. The obelisk of Khamun, literally, I wanted to live in that level. It's so pretty. I literally speechless when I seen it. Do you guys consider...
shame they canned it. It's really annoying.
It is a big shame the game was canned. And unfortunately, we don't have any other builds of it, well, at least for now, and or the source code for it. Hopefully, we will get that eventually to make it more playable and stuff like that. But fans are hard at work. They're decompiling it to ensure that they can add missing stuff and things like that. There's a lot of love for it still. They see it as as an honor thing we need to do. Also, I want to, Neha is here as the representative. I want to say huge thanks for Crystal and Square, in particular Square, because it was their legal department, but you guys also helped a lot, I know. Because unfortunately, Anniversary Edition was taken down by a bot system that, said that, copyright infringement, but Crystal and Square stepped in right away and said, regret the decision, this is fan favorite, they want to have it, they will have it. So thank you guys so much for stepping in and letting us to have this. Can I have some hearts for Crystal Dynamics, please, and Square Enix on behalf of Crystal Dynamics? Come on, guys, in the chat.
I did nothing, but I did work for Square before this, so I kind of count as both.
I think it was Megan from Crystal who helped us, but also it was Square as well. I was in touch with a few people. They literally, within a day, as soon as I went down, I received that email shit. Guys, please, I know I did ask permission, but it was a while ago. Could you please help? And thank you guys so much for that, for not making it forget. Look at the chat. Just look at it.
Thank you for nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, we won that game. We love it. It's so pretty. It's hardly finished. The enemies don't move and stuff like that, It's very unfinished. It's very raw. We do need more of it. We do need later builds. We do need source code. We do know they exist. And maybe someone has it. Maybe someone has Maya levels or something, whatever. We can, if anyone from Core is watching it who has any of the anniversary or Angel of Darkness for that matter, any source files, let us know. We want to patch it. We want to finish this game. We want to make it prettier. Not me personally, I have no skill, but Ghostblade and others, they do so much work. This game was patched already shitlessly. There's so many improvements and controls and stuff like that. But there's only so much we can do with the amount of files. So anything you guys have and you're willing to share, please do that. But so far what we have got is way more than we hoped for. We were waiting for it for over 15 years for that game. And then it was dropped on my inbox anonymously by one of the Core guys. And if they're watching, thank you so much. You just made so many people happy with it. It's very unfinished, as I said. It's very raw. It's PSP built, so the graphics are not amazing, but the lighting in it, oh my god. And actually, all the press picked up on it as well. So for about 2 days, Core Design's Anniversary Edition was top news on Google. So if you type Tomb Raider, literally, entire Google first 2 pages was just Tomb Raider Anniversary Edition by Core Design. PC Gamer wrote it, everyone did. So we're happy that, we made Core Design resurface again after so many years back in the news. So thank you guys for your work on that. And James, Egypt, incredible work on that.
Yeah, we did a lot of good work on that whole thing. I'm going to have to go, Ash.
Fantastic. Okay, well, thank you so much for showing up, James. I'm sure the chat will spam you with hearts now for all your work and your concept artwork. Thank you so much for showing up. I'm sorry it was a bit last minute. I asked you. I was I need to ask James Kenny a week ago, and then I forgot. So,
no worries.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Right. See you, everybody.
Take care, James.
Cheers, James.
Speak to you soon, bud. Take it easy. We'll speak soon.
Bye.
Cheers now.
Bye. Bye.
Murti, I have a question for you that's not on your website, so you can't tell to people, just look it up on my website.
Oh, a fresh question.
Yes.
A new question I've not heard before.
Oh,
wonderful.
No. Maybe I'm sure you heard it before, but just to clarify, because I've seen, I don't know if you know, but yesterday Crystal Dynamics, Official Tomb Raider channel released all of the 3 AOD novels, which are considered, official novels.
I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah, so can you explain to people exactly how they don't tie in with your story, if that's not a problem? I would say they tie in, but they don't.
Well, where to start? No.
Yeah.
No, they are, as far as I understand, they are completely separate and standalone. I was never any part of that. I wasn't consulted or asked. I didn't contribute anything to it. So I don't really know that much about them. I've heard, my only opinions worth expressing are ones that I've heard from other people, but having not read them, I can't really express a worthwhile, valuable opinion about those. But all power to the guy who wrote them. Wonderful. I was intrigued to see that one of them was called the Man of Bronze, and that's the name of Doc Savage, who is one of my all-time favorite 30s pulp action hero. Doc Savage, the Man of Bronze, and of course it's nothing to do with that. So, that's about as much as I know about those. But no, they're nothing to do with anything to do with Angel of Darkness or any canon work, as far as I understand.
It's quite different that one of these books is depicting the happenings in between Tomb Raider 4 and AOD, as I understood it. And you have your own version of that. And you actually have, let's call it like two versions. You have the original ones from back in the day and the newly written ones. I mentioned those events in about 2 documents, I think. But I've since then, in fact, this year, I've written a very, very extensive storyline about what happened to Lara in the desert, El Hawa, the Desert Lara episode, and it's not based on anything else. It's all new material that I've pulled together, new ideas, new concepts, and actually would slot in very well as if the Angel of Darkness 2 game story takes place in Cappadocia, as I was hoping it would be, then Angel of Darkness 3 could be when Lara returns to the desert to look for the lost tribe that supposedly was slaughtered, was murdered, but actually may not have been. Hint, hint. So she goes back to the desert to look for... wink, wink, nudge, nudge. She goes back to the desert to look for her lost tribe and all the people that she loved and protected there. And Curtis goes back with her, and Morgau trails along as well. And, the adventure takes place there. So I've outlined a lot of that, strangely enough, on my website. I won't be writing that. I've just written the outline of the story and suggested ideas, but that'll be up to other people to take forward. Unless Crystal Dynamics come and say, hey, we like this, Murti. Here's a bag of gold doubloons. Can you help us write it? And I'll say, well, I don't know. Is that enough gold doubloons? Let's see. Don't know. But I'll put my thoughts down on the website. So if you want to see what my thoughts are, have a look there. Yeah, that's great, because someone already asked what's going to be AOD 2 and 3. So you answered that as well in this session. So that's excellent. Sorry, Ash, go on.
Yeah. Sorry, I will come back to you, Murti. I have a question from Potkanka here, who tried a few times. I just stopped it on my window so I can see it. Ady, any of these rooms are yours at all? I just want to ensure we don't miss out on you.
No. They were later on. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Potkanka is asking about. It's for you, Murti. Can you tell us anything about Chingacha Red Hand, Curtis's half brother? Who was his father? Did he join Lux Veritatis? Did he have any powers? Anything, whatever you can add.
Chingacha Red Hand is yes, he's Curtis's half brother. So a shared mother, but his Chingacha Red Hand's father was a full Navajo Indian mystic and shaman, and his mother was, very gifted as well. So he's Curtis's half brother. He's very familiar with Lux Veritatis history and so on. And in fact, if you look on the website, in the background history of Curtis, it mentions more about Chingacha. And also, if you look at the material about, knowingly, the assassin and Curtis have already run into each other many years before, and Chingacha Red Hand was involved with that as well. So that's all material that's on the website. Does that?
I just glitched the game. Sorry, I managed to make it work. Okay, so let's leave this place. I am cheating a lot.
Did you hear any of that, or was I?
Yeah, we heard quite a. I think we have.
We heard all that.
I heard it anyway.
Okay. Oh, it's nice to know.
You're breaking up a little bit, but we can just about hear what you say, so it's fine.
You're breaking up less than Peter, so that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peter, you know the sound of Lara in Respirator? Is that you? I'm pretty sure it's you. Can't hear him at all.
Sorry, what were you asking? You've gone.
I said about Lara's respirator sound. You know when she goes.
Oh God, I don't know. I really can't answer that one.
I think it's you.
I don't know. A lot happened in such a short amount of time. It's very hard to kind of. Have I frozen?
No, you're fine.
I know in Chronicles where she is in the underwater level, where she's like in this suit thingy. That's definitely you. I can recognize that breath, surprisingly. Which is it would people would assume we're married or something. Jesus Christ! No, I just spent so much time with him in the car. I know when he's because he had like breathing problems. I know how he breathes.
By the way, can I just announce I had my X-ray results back today, and I no longer have pneumonia, and it has not returned. So
congratulations!
Nice.
That's awesome.
Congrats! You live again.
It's only been 2 years on off, it's been like, get rid of, come back, got rid of, come back, and now it's gone. So,
Brilliant.
I can officially say I don't have pneumonia anymore.
Fantastic.
Really happy for you, Pete, especially because we know how you were the last 2 years. This is really excellent news to hear after everything you've been through.
It goes
all we need to hear now, Pete, all we need to hear now is that the brain graft is taken, and
yes, that's a good point.
I'm getting a ginger.
All those new neurons are working and firing.
I was about to make a ginger joke. He's taking it away from me. Can't have anything.
But yeah, I mean, it goes a lot deeper. The prognosis, diagnosis, whatever you want to call it. But I will speak just about it individually later because I don't want to bore the world with it.
Ady, any info on this room at all?
Oh. No, not really. Sorry.
It's all right. It's okay.
Guys, I'm just going to have to log out for 5 minutes.
Oh, thank you for bitches blazing. Pardon?
I'm going to have to log out for 5 minutes. I'll be back in soon.
Okay, sure.
Okay?
Yeah, I will let you in.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hopefully your connection improves as well. The sea monster. There is a sea monster later in the game where Norshik, I believe, will be playing that, and I don't think Murti will be staying that late. But I don't know if Murti knows about sea monster in the Strahov complex. What is it supposed to be? Is that the mutation, or did they make it? Murti, that's for you.
That was very broken, Ash. I have to say again, please.
There is a like underwater monster in Strahov. So do you have any lore on that?
Do I have any more on the underwater monsters?
Any information on it? Any info? Lore?
Well, apart from the fact that in the Strahov, they were constantly experimenting with different creatures. Some of them Curtis and Lara met. They were experimenting on the prisoners that they had there. It was all pretty gruesome stuff with vivisection and all sorts of other things going on. And obviously they'd be experimenting in the botanical section with the creatures there, the giant snapping carnivorous plants and so on, and the same with the aquatic monsters. And occasionally some of them would escape, drop in the water and disappear and mutate and grow. So a lot of those creatures were basically either lost experiments or deliberately mutated experiments to protect the areas from invaders. And that was as much as my thinking went on that. But there was nothing much was written about them. You just sort of on the ancient maps, here be monsters, and there's some great designs came up from various people on the team. I like the aquatic ones. So you didn't get to see enough of them for my liking.
Well, if you want, you can stay over and we can have Norse chick. You can join her stream as well, and you can see some of that if you prefer. She'll be doing it via Discord, but I'm sure we can set you up if you want to stay.
Ash, is this level working up its way to the planetarium?
Planetarium. I don't think there is a planet. There is no planetarium in here, I believe.
It's the one with the spheres in, isn't it?
Spheres. That's in Tomb Raider 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did you do any of this?
Yeah, sorry.
Ady?
Sorry?
Hello?
Did you do any of this stuff? This?
No, but it looks very... it's sparking to my memory of that Gary Tung probably might have worked on this area.
Yeah, let's get off the topic for a little bit. You know the planetarium room in Tomb Raider 4, is that yours?
No, that was Gary's. Yeah, that was Gary's.
That was Gary's. Okay. Okay, Taranata?
Yeah, here's a question. So I noticed that, correct me if I'm wrong, you worked on Fighting Force 2 and Murti worked on Fighting Force 2 as well. So I know that Murti worked on that before he joined core to work on Angel of Darkness. So did you know maybe Murti from there? Or did you meet Murti when he was joining the core team to work on Tomb Raider?
I pretty much met Murti when he was on Tomb Raider. But I heard about Murti from a good friend of ours whose name escapes me. What was his name?
Jeremy Aldridge.
Jeremy Aldridge, that's right.
Jeremy Aldridge, yeah. He was the reason I got the job.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Fighting Force 1. Amazing game, Fighting Force. The first one. I didn't play the second one as much, but the first one is incredible. Andy Sandham recently was saying, oh, there was this trashy fucking fighting game called Fighting Force. I'm like, it's amazing what you're talking about. Like, don't tell other people that you like it, they will hate you. I'm like, no, it's great. What are you talking about? Like, literally, I was living in like third world country at the time, and every single boy was playing it. It was amazing beat 'em up game on PlayStation, the first one.
That was
I don't know why you're so ashamed of it.
That was my first game with Core.
It's great.
Yeah, and the dialogue in Fighting Force 2 was bloody good.
Of course it was, Murti. Of course it was. Let me just show you before we leave this area how pretty this looks like and stuff. Sorry, I'm just speeding through because we are. Actually, I'm alright with time. I thought I would be much later than.
I think this is maybe a dumb question, but do you maybe have a preferred program that you are using when you're building stuff? I mean, because I see here you have written that you use Maya, 3ds Max, all kinds of things, Unity 3D. So do you have a preference?
Yeah, Maya. Yeah.
Cool.
But if anybody's wanting to do any work out there,
I can't understand Maya.
Yeah, but I was when I first started out, I used Alias Power Animator, so I was pretty much an expert user when it was Alias Wavefront in the Power Animator days. And then when I was working at Rare, we moved from Power Animator over to Maya. So yeah, the Maya, I would say. There's normally one way to do something in Max, but there's at least 3 ways to go about something in Maya. So
yeah, that's really interesting. The reason I'm asking that is also because we uncovered recently a lot of AOD stuff, and it's basically all Maya files, but they don't work with the new Maya. They only work with the old one. So we downloaded Maya 4. This is also one of the reasons why I asked you which Maya are you using. Because
I have Maya 7, just so you know.
Yeah, because on archive.org you can download it for free because, no one uses it anymore. And it works perfectly, if I'm honest. And in one of the screenshots, I do believe I saw Maya 4. So now I'm really quite interested in hearing that you have been using Maya 6. So I'm thinking maybe if it's a good option to upgrade to Maya 6 and see, what would you say is the main difference? Well, not difference, but if we were to upgrade to Maya 6, do you think anything would change, or would things still be pretty much the same
just
when you're trying to open these old files? Yeah, yeah.
They'd be pretty much the same. There might be a few other tools that maybe open up in 6, but yeah, have you got access to the MB files, or have you got?
Yes,
it's the
MB. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's a bit harder. If it was the ASCII files, then you could go into the actual mail script and actually change the version of the Maya that you're using to then open in the current version of Maya that you're currently using at the time. So you can open old files using the most up-to-date software. But the trouble is with using Maya is that you can't open files that are in an old version that are 2 versions or ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you go trying to open up a Maya 6 file with Maya 4, it won't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's more backward compatibility.
But this is all opening all right. So this is also why I'm quite confused. How come it's opening? Maya 4 is opening these files quite all right without any issues.
It should be. It shouldn't. They meant the program to be able to open up older versions of workspaces. So that is correct, and that was the benefit of using Maya in that regard. Yeah.
So maybe, this is perhaps something interesting. After we are done with the stream today, there's going to be a showcase of the stuff we managed out to render finally in full HD, not in, you were using these very small formats when you were rendering, and I can only imagine how long it took to render these files, because we also found some heavy files of, early animations of Curtis, unused animations and things like that. Yeah. And now when I try to render these in HD, with my computer, which is, quite a powerful machine, still, it took me quite a lot of time. So I'm wondering, maybe it's just because the older Maya versions don't know how to use all these cores that the CPU has on modern systems.
Yeah, it's probably the shaders as well, because they probably need to be a bit optimized, really, because it wasn't really built for the rendering. It was mainly built for the actual games engine. So if you were to do a higher res version in Maya, you might just need some more of the settings with the actual rendering settings being adjusted for the actual materials.
We all managed to render it out in the end quite good, and it's all in full HD.
No, it's fantastic.
That's something to stay tuned. We actually managed to render out some never before seen enemies, unused characters, animations, even rooms. We found rooms that were already featured in Chris from Radarcast in his interview with some of the core design guys. Yeah. And there is a room, Castle Kriegler, and we even learned how to fly a camera, how to animate the camera through that room. So that rendered about 6 hours for like a couple of seconds. It was insane. And it's like 2004 graphics, so you're thinking like, okay. Crazy stuff. So that's all going to be showcased after we are done completely with the stream. So after AJ's stream.
Matrix.
Brilliant. Well done.
Fuck me backwards. Brother Obscura. This guy. Oh, I can't. This level. This boss fight is like demonic.
Doing really well, Ash.
I'm cheating here.
Yeah.
Literally.
Steve said that we should add a counter for how many times people say fly count or something in chat.
Oh, leave me alone. I'm giving you lore and everything. You should be.
I know you're making. I'm not complaining. It's just funny.
I'm not telling you. I'm telling chat people. Maybe we can get those. Speaking of, maybe we can get those Maya files for creators, level editors and stuff like that released. I don't mind hosting them, because since I already host pretty much lots of developer files for classic games, it would make nice addition. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Just letting you know, we're willing to.
Unfortunately, I don't have any power over that. That is not my property, so it's not up to me.
I'm not telling to you, Taranate. I know you would like to do this. Jay went offline. Jay Walker, you should be watching the stream, not going offline. He probably is watching on TV, to be honest. We're friends on Origin. Sometimes it's Laurie playing Sims. It's funny. It's like, Jay, there we go. Laurie is playing The Sims 4.
Damn. He's well equipped.
Okay, I made him stop for a bit. What you can do with cheats to make it a little bit easier is you go to the debug menu, you go to cheat mode, you invisible, full health. So there we go. Now Obscura nearly called him up. Obscura prostitute is disabled because he can't see you really, and you can just go and grab the painting. Hopefully you can. But apparently you cannot. You can't really shoot him. You actually need to shoot him. Oh, this is so difficult. Okay, let's try it again. Debug. Player controls. Nope. Debug. Cheat modes. Now I need to get rid of this thingy somehow. There you go. I occasionally had the bug where her hand action would appear mid-fight, so I technically didn't even need to like murder your brother thingy. It would just let me pick it up. Only not. I think I just broke Obscure guy. Terence, could you read out some questions for us, please? I'm focusing on this.
Yeah, going through them right now. Just need to find some. The chat is going so fast. I'm also struggling with trying to, I found
it's on slow mode as well.
But Eddie, thank you for that insight. That was really useful.
Oh, you're welcome.
And also, like, your work on Louvre, seriously, you've seen how much I actually spoke about it, how beautiful it is, how many references there are. Unintentional, but still they read incredibly well when you know what you're actually seeing.
Yeah, it's a long time ago. Yep. You had to work on the Louvre and on the Prague Square, and then on the hangar.
Let's go. That's the next one. That's North Chick will be playing that. I'm struggling with this guy.
If you worked on Prague Square, so here's a question. I don't know if you know, on the PC version, the snow isn't enabled. You have to use a tool by one of the modders to enable the snow. On PlayStation 2 version, it's falling, it's enabled. So do you maybe know what's the reason for that? Why wasn't it default for the PC version?
Probably because they made a mistake with the settings.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Richard Flower slacking. He was doing the PC port.
I didn't know that. We just had to basically reduce the textures down for the PS2. But I know that I did quite high res textures along with Jerry for the Prague Square, because we both worked on that area. So yeah. They probably just forgot to put the settings on it for the PC version.
Well, good thing we have very talented modders, because we literally, a guy called Nakamichi, he made a multi-patcher in which you can enable such settings such as, fire haze,
I did it.
snow particles, all these sort of lovely things.
Motherfucker.
it's always interesting to see what the community managed to pull out of these games, and this is pretty much what we are using on these streams as well, because we want to showcase, because majority of the stuff that's on the PlayStation 2 is missing from the PC version, you know. There is a scene with Curtis when he's doing his Farsi thing, you know, his first person view, let's say, flies through the room, and the PlayStation version has, let's call it, a filter over it, a reddish one, but the PC doesn't have it. So it's really funny to see a more, lesser system, let's call it like that, even though it's not, I mean, PlayStation 2 was a great piece of tech, but still, it's like, it has all of these features, and PC, which is supposed to be running anything, like, it doesn't have any of those. It's really funny.
I quite understand, Mm-hmm. No, it's good that you got it working.
Makes a
big difference.
It really does. It definitely really does. With the control fixes, I also have to give credit to that guy, Nakamichi. What he's been doing a lot is flipping textures, believe it or not, because quite a lot of textures have been just flipped to the wrong side. And it's a matter of just fixing those.
Yeah.
So that's really also very funny.
Awesome.
Thank you for cheers, Jenny Millard. Jenny is here. Murti. Jenny is here in the chat.
Hi, Jenny.
In the chat of the stream.
Hi, Jenny.
She's not with us on the call, but she's just. She will be with AJ later on. I'm nearly ending my stream soon, but what I'm gonna do, I need to premiere the Hawa teaser trailer today. So that will happen at the end of my stream before I raid North Chick. So stay for that, please.
Also,
part of what I've been able, occasionally on the left-hand side of the screen, I can catch a very quick glimpse of some questions that are coming, and then they vanish. So it's been very, very frustrating, because there's some good questions coming up there, and then they'll be there for about 2 or 3 seconds, and then they'll vanish.
Yeah, it just goes too fast. I think we lost Murti.
I haven't been able to keep track of that, but I want to thank everyone around to answering some of them. Hello?
Yeah, you're here. You're
Heard
here.
you loud and clear.
We got you. I want to read Murti a question when he's back from Orange. How much of Curtis's abilities did he get from Mayor? Mary? I think it was Mary. I'm ending here, by the way, because that's now North Chick bit. North Chick, you better get ready.
View Raider, I see you, and I definitely need to read out your comment. There is a modder named Sasho that did the snow first, but Nakamichi has further refined it. I'd appreciate it. So yes, credit where credit's due. Thank you to Sasho. I've been seeing a lot of people using Sasho patches as well. So credit to you.
Yeah, good job.
Murti, are you here?
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah.
Okay, how many Curtis power actually he got from his mother? Mayor?
Say again, Ash. Say again. I didn't catch.
How many of Curtis's powers he got? Hello?
What happened?
Okay, we lost him.
Oh no.
This is so frustrating.
Sorry, breaking up. I can't.
Oh, there you go. He's back. How many of Curtis's power he got from his mother? No.
Wow.
Okay. Oh well. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for talking to us today. Ady, James, who's gone now, but he probably is watching. Peter,
right, how many of Curtis's
who's now returning powers he got from his mother? Peter,
he's probably lagging a lot, so
yeah,
it's probably better to just like type it to him or something.
Hi, sorry, I'm back in. I don't know whether you can hear me or not.
We can. Welcome back.
Oh, God.
Unlucky.
Back in time just to say bye.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah, so we're just going to say bye, but I know Murti will see the question now and answer it. If he will, great. If not, we'll just leave it there. But thank you all so much who been with us today, who watched us, all of you. Thank you. You've been amazing. Thank you for all the bits and cheers and subscriptions. Thank you so much. I'm going to buy some nice toys for my doggy with those. And thank you, Eddie, James, Peter, Murti for joining us, and of course Janelle for joining us today as well. Thank you so much, guys. You made many people happy today. You made many people, feel like they're children again. And also, it's amazing to actually hear from the people who made, this amazing childhood memory. I'm gonna I know Peter knows this, but Ady, you have no idea how important this game is for some people. For me, for example, I learned English because of Lara, basically. And Angel of Darkness came out at a time where I was a teenager, my parents were going through divorce, I was going through a suicide attempt as well. So this Lara literally saved my life, because if not Lara, I would not have met my friend who talked me out of suicide. So wouldn't be here without your talent. So, and there's lots of stories like that, believe it or not. Lots of people. There's a trans woman who realized she's a woman because of Lara. So you guys created a phenomenon that literally changed people's lives, which I know is weird for you probably to hear, because I know you are very unsung heroes. It's normally, it would be like Smith brothers who would get to the press and you would get no interactions with the fans. But I just wanted you guys to know that you're very well appreciated, even to this day, what you have created.
That's really nice of you to say so, Ash. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's really nice to hear. And it means a lot. Thanks a lot.
And everyone...
I hope you guys have all enjoyed this afternoon, and I hope you all got a lot out of it. And it's been a pleasure speaking to you all. So,
thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And everyone get the soundtrack while you can on CD. The prize draw for all the prizes I mentioned before, we will announce at the end of AJ's stream. For like 10 minutes, we'll select someone randomly and like all the winners randomly, and we will get you to that. But so keep entering at North Chicks as well. All the entries are counted for. And now I bid you farewell, people on Zoom. Please, everyone in the chat, spam them with hearts before they go. And I will show you guys a teaser trailer for the Hawa. That's incoming real soon. Hopefully in September, maybe in August. Depends how fast Janelle can voice it and how fast I can animate it and how fast Dean can create music. So there you go, hearts are incoming. Thank you guys on Zoom. I'm ending the call now for you. You are free to go. But of course, please stay to watch North Chick if you want to. If you want to join North Chick's Discord, do let me know, Ady, in Facebook chat, and I will patch you through on Discord. Murti, you as well. And Peter, you as well. No pressure. I know it's quite late. So,
no problem. Thank you.
But yeah. Cool. Well, I'll see you guys later at the other side. Bye, people on Zoom. People in the chat, stay. And the meeting's for all. There we go. Right. So, hello, everyone. Again, Ash is here. Thank you for being so amazing. I will just check with North Chick. We're ready to rate her before I do. I think I'm a bit faster than I should have been. What? Yeah, I am a bit faster. North Chick, do tell us you're okay for me to raid you in like 5 minutes or so. But anyway, I do appreciate you. Sorry, I could not catch up on the chat. It was way too fast, even with the slow chat settings on. But, there's plenty of lore on tombofAsh.com. There's plenty of documents, plenty of unreleased stuff, anniversary edition, all that stuff. We also played Tomb Raider Chronicles, The Last Revelation, and Angel of Darkness, actually, and Tomb Raider 3 with developers. All available on my YouTube channel. So go have a look. We played it with core design. There are highlight videos and 4-hour-long streams as well for you to peruse around. There's also a Play Expo panel with core design. Everything is on my YouTube channel. Janice probably told you all about it. It's youtube.com/ashkafiend. Go give me a follow, give me a subscription or whatever. And also, I do appreciate all the subscription you gave me on. Seriously, I did not expect. But all of that is thanks to people on Ko-fi as well, and people who subscribe to me on Twitch, who sponsor me to make sure my website is running and stuff like that. I'm stalling because I came prematurely, but Norse Chick, I'm just gonna check with her. Let's just see. I just don't want to rate her when she's like, I'm not streaming actually. That would be unfortunate. There she is. Sorry guys, just give me one moment. I will just confirm with Norchick. But whilst we wait, you are here for something special. She's live. Cool. I will rate her in a moment. We are releasing to you the Myth of El Hawa, the Tomb Raider, the Myth of El Hawa, a short animation teaser trailer. The story was written by Murti Schofield. The sound effects and mixing for this particular clip is by Connelly. And the voiceover of Lara is, of course, Janelle Elliott. The full film will come out at some point this year. August, September, we're looking at. Could be a little bit longer, but it will be this year. I guarantee you that. Adaika is making incredible artworks for it. So everything you see today is all Adaika. So you can check it out on all the information, all the concept art and stuff like that on moel.timberfires.com. So have a look at that after the stream. So now, have a pleasant viewing of the teaser trailer. It's very short, and after that, we're rating Norse Chick and keep entering the raffle, win the prizes. Bye.
The great deserts have witnessed countless deaths over the centuries. I almost became one of them in the shadows beneath the pyramids. It is time to tell how I was reborn in those shadows and emerged as part of the living desert itself.